Okay, so right now, Ukraine and Russia are in a collision course. The legitimacy of Ukraine, of Zelensky's regime, is based on the popular will to recover the entire territorial claim of Ukraine since 1991, the dissolution of the Soviet Union. Thereby, Zelensky has to try to recover Crimea and Donbass continuously until Ukrainian population is fed up with warfare. But they are far from being fed up. They are very vengeful. They will demand the recovery of all those lost territory. So if Zelensky back down, if Zelensky somehow agree to sign a deal to cede Donbass or Crimea or virtually any territory to Putin, his regime would collapse, because his regime is a democratic one. It's a very democratic one. It's strictly based on popular will, especially the nationalistic Ukrainian will. So Zelensky has no choice. He has to continuously, perpetually attack Donbass and Crimea. On the side of Putin, his legitimacy rests on the restoration of Soviet's natural border. Russia, right now, its population is declining. It doesn't have enough population to patrol the vast current Russian borders. The west of Russian border, the south of Russian border are all open plain. Russia does not have the capability to patrol it. So Russia has to push to its natural border, which is essentially Romania, East Germany, during the Cold War, to fill the gap, to push to the mountain, to the river, to the lake, to fill the gap, to launch a forward defense. So in this case, Putin has no choice. He has to continue the war. He has to somehow reach a settlement that shows that the Ukrainian war is worth it. So somehow he has to force Ukraine to recognize the independence, so-called independence of Donbass, and recognize Crimea as part of Russia. He somehow has to gain something diplomatically, which is not going to happen under Zelensky's regime and under the popular will of Ukrainian. So it's a zero-sum game between the two parties. And the Biden administration, more broadly, the establishment of the US, which is on the opposite side of Trump, they basically want to cripple Russia. They want to make Russia a priority of national security as an enemy over China, which is ridiculous. Trump was right in the sense that he targeted China as the primary foe of America, an American-led world order, which is correct. However, since Trump has lost power, the establishment is ruling the day. For some odd reason, American establishment wants to make Russia no longer a great power. They want to, as the Secretary of Defense, as the Secretary of Defense, General Lloyd said, they want to reduce Russia to a situation where it does not have any capability to launch an invasive warfare like we see in Ukraine. So the US want Russia dead, basically. Russia has no choice, it feels, other than making sure it has an advantageous outcome in this war. And Ukraine, the current Ukrainian government, has no choice other than the full recovery or a perpetual fight for that full recovery of Ukrainian territorial claim. So there's no way out. It seems that Putin has to use weapons of mass destruction, unless by some miracle we are able to end this war quickly, like within a month, which is not feasible. So we are in a deep shit.